May for SuperCard looked incredibly straightforward at the beginning of this month. Fun fact, this video was entirely scripted about 8 days ago. Then recently it's all changed. And a few days ago, it changed again. Today we're going to run through all those changes you do and don't know about, and what it means going forward. Then, as always, we're going to discuss what's next and what you can do right now to prepare yourself for it. Whilst you're watching this, I'd like to know, what's your favorite wrestling show right now? Yeah, I'm talking to every single one of you. Any company go. So it could be WWE with Raw, SmackDown, or NXT. Perhaps you're more into AEW Dynamite or Collision, TNA, New Japan, or maybe you like watching Apollo Crews main events on Main Event. Whatever it is, leave it down below in the comment section and I'll be dropping in hearts at random. There's one right there. And you, yeah, see, completely random. So let's start off with what it was. If we go to the old calendar, we started the month with the Valor fusions, which have been and gone. We then had the PCC, which ended today. Looking forward to next week on the 14th, where we have the WrestleMania fusions. But at the end of this week, we were supposed to have 2 Flash events. Usually a good indicator that we're going to be getting something big changing, well, the week afterwards. Then we had the Ethan Page special edition card coming in next week on the 21st, War Games on the 22nd, and a Jordan Grace special edition card on the 28th. Checking out the end dates on every mode, we noticed that at the beginning of the month, there was 15 days left on the Battle Pass campaign, and boom. Again, all indications that something was gonna change. So what's changed? Well, I can tell you what hasn't changed: the like button. And it's not been pressed by Jack. Yeah, you, Jack, and Emma, but most importantly, Maurice. Maurice, it's free. If you've liked the video so far, then thank you. But for those who haven't, I know you can do it. I believe. It's okay. I'll wait. Go ahead. I'm counting. Oh, there we go. Hey, nice job. So what's changed? Well, let's go through the brand new calendar and you'll see for yourself. We're talking from today onwards. So what's been in the past is in the past. There's a brand new special daily streak that begins today on WWESuperCard.com. And on Wednesday, we're getting not only the WrestleMania 41 fusions, but also a special new face joining SuperCard. But it's going to be a completely new type of special edition card. Now, considering flip cards completely changed the game for dual rarity and maybe for SuperCard going forward, I'm really interested in what it could be that's so different about this card. Now, in terms of who it is, if I were to guess, the first 2K25 DLC drops are on the same day and feature an unannounced star. Some are saying it's KSI, some are saying it's IShowSpeed. It's very possible that they could debut on the same day in SuperCard. If I was betting on it, that's what I would say. Anyway, WrestleMania Fusions on the 14th, Backlash cards dropping on the 15th, and now, instead of the Flash events, Last Man Standing is taking place on the 15th. 2 back-to-back ranked events, it's a bit of a risk, but they've moved the Flash events now back to the 22nd and the 24th. That Ethan Page special edition card is now moved to the 28th, with War Games now taking place on the 29th. And Jordan Grace is completely off the calendar, likely moved to another week, but now we could have some interference by Money in the Bank. I'd say everything's off the table for the beginning of June. It's also been confirmed by Zach, the community manager at Cat Daddy, that the Battle Pass campaign and Boom will all be extended by a week. I mentioned about Backlash PLE cards. Well, with all of this, a new code was dropped during Backlash. The best probably so far in Season 11 as far as I'm concerned. I'll let you make your own decision, but go to WWESuperCard.com/redeem or visit the SuperCard web store from in-game, then redeem code and enter Backlash St. Lewis, all caps and not Saint as in ST. It's the full word Saint, to receive 3 dual cards of Dirty Dom, Jacob Fatu, and LA Knight. Yeah, 1,500 backstage points, which is always important, and a free penta from WrestleMania 41. I wasn't joking when I said it was one of the best, if not the best, of season 11 so far. Just putting it out there that the next penta code in SuperCard should be smooth operating. Back to the changes though. What does this tell us? Firstly, that SuperCard are planning something on or around the 28th of this month. All signs point to a new rarity, especially with the comment made by Zach that they were scooting things back and giving folks more time to move through the 2 rarities. Except that there's no PLE that weekend. There was Saturday night's main event and NXT Battleground, but now there's not. Now it sits between those events and Money in the Bank, which could still work. It also tells me that you're still here and you've made it halfway through this video and you must be enjoying yourself, otherwise you would have turned off by now. So maybe consider pressing that subscribe button if you've not done so already, and ring the notification bell to be told when the next video drops. Now sitting in both camps for a second, because I've made predictions and been wrong in the past. So why might it not be a new rarity? I mean, the first one is simple. We've just had a new rarity released. 2 rarities released for the first time ever, and that was on the 16th of April. Now, SuperCard could easily and has dropped rarities within 4 to 5 weeks of the previous one, but doing so for 2 rarities seems highly unlikely. They've only just started giving out freebies for WrestleMania 41. That's a big indicator of how long a rarity lasts now. All the freebies up to this point, apart from that code, have been Valor cards. El Grande Americano was a Valor card. The pieces of equipment for El Grande Americano and the supports you've seen in the daily streaks have all been Valor. And that kind of pours cold water on whether they were speeding progression to release a new rarity. The fusions are also so close to this proposed date. The Valor fusions were delayed by a few weeks. Mania 41 fusions are due out this week, and usually those cards get at least 2 to 3 weeks before a new rarity launches, even when progression is sped up to the extreme. We have only just seen top rarity female cards with the spring cards, Zelina Vega, Cora Jade, and no doubt we'll have the WrestleMania 41 fusions feature at least 2 or 3. Now, this isn't including the PLE cards, of course, because they're kind of niche. Even if lots of people go for them, they're very specifically placed and nowhere near as powerful as the cards you find in the spring fusions or on backstage. So what are they doing? Well, the first one is, yeah, it could be just dropping a new rarity. I'd prepare yourself for the 28th regardless, and we'll be coming up with ways you could do that very shortly. But this will be nice, clean, simple, rushed, but inevitably not shocking. This seems to be the new way of doing things in SuperCard, for better or worse. It would probably cause discontent massively within the player base for reasons you'd probably expect. Now, it is possible that if you go back to Enigma tier back in season 10, that they could be dropping a special event or collaboration. Think Street Fighter, a new mode or event similar to how that rarity worked, where it lasted for 3 months, felt massively sped up, but dropped that Street Fighter event on us and everyone suddenly was really happy. This would give time for Valor and WrestleMania rarities to play out and then bring something in maybe mid-June. We've now got Clash of Champions at the end of June to factor into things as well. This would give time for a run up to SummerSlam, which starts on the 2nd of August, so we can see another rarity drop just before then, as we have every year. But if everything's just being extended a week, why would Boom and Campaign get that and not just the Battle Pass? Well, Campaign is usually a barometer of tier length and may have simply been used by Cat Daddy this time to troll or remove the predictability. If they extend the dates or offer a new card for top tier players to aim for with an increased difficulty and stats, that could easily tide things over. And Boom could just be changing the rewards in collaboration with something special like a new event or whatever. Remember I said that something special was coming to the daily streak? Well, I thought it might be just a piece of equipment. Well, no. The guys at SuperCard have decided to go all in and give us a WrestleMania card for every weekday this week, completely free of charge. So on top of the Penta you got earlier, you get a Dominik Mysterio, very important, hold that note, Jacob Fatu on Tuesday, Jey Uso on Wednesday, Kofi on Thursday, and Woods on Friday. Notice, by the way, how these are all left and right arrows because, well, campaign is an absolute mess without them. And then a mixture of 20 ingredients for the spring fusions. Then once you've done all 7 days, you get this Dominik Mysterio mask, which importantly is the free version of the speed equipment that we got for Rey Mysterio's mask. It is crazy how quickly the guys at Cat Daddy turn this stuff around. This is all completely free of charge, by the way, so log in every single day, make sure you press the claim button, go back to the store and you can check it if you want to. You know how I said earlier about progressing really fast? Well, this just upped the ante by like 500%. SuperCard have officially turned this bitch up to 11. And here's the sugar on the cream, the Dominik Mysterio card itself. And this is going to be great. By the way, Dominik and Penta are great for Boom. And well, that piece of equipment's just going to be beautiful, especially for next rarity. Either way, you need to be as prepared for this as possible. So I've drafted something up for you guys wanting to get the best head start for a new rarity possible. From today and probably for the last week, you could have been saving your Team Stomping Ground rewards. You can also be saving King of the Ring rewards, Survivor rewards, and also objective counters. You know, the 1 to 100 thing you see in your quests. These are your dynamic rewards, the ones that change with your rarity as you increase your player level. You can also save your static rewards such as web store packs, PvP packs, your Giants Unleashed rewards, especially the Flash ones coming up, and your daily streak rewards. Things like super coins, credits, rarity draft picks, etc. As of this Thursday, the 15th, you can start saving your daily quests and leftover battle pass rewards as well. Then as of next Thursday, the 22nd, you can save over your offer roll rewards. Maybe you took advantage of the double credits event that was for Mother's Day in the US, and also Team Battleground rewards. Although those are a little bit more temperamental, I've got a dedicated video for this stuff, which you should probably go and watch right now, which I'm going to link just over here. This is going to tell you what you can and can't save and why not in new rarities and tiers. Or you can check out the latest on the channel just down here, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye bye.